Igbo ekene munu. Ya. Ekene munu. Ya. Lieno. Mono. All right, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you go be the first one to collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. It don't shell, it don't totore, it don't fit where. As it be, we don't hear some kind matters. We say the president of NIG, Tinubu, don't collect Chioma Jungwa by way Sabansa. As the northern elders and northern stakeholders don't they pressure him, say, what thing they do, say that one, they enter for their head again. Thank God, say everybody they collect because many people think that by putting Yorubas and Hausas into the position that the effect is going to be only on Ndi Igbo. But last, now everybody go chop breakfast. Make I carry you go down to the full detail of the information of the day as they go because I no want to they waste your time. Northern governors, other stakeholders mount pressure on Tinubu to remove Akpabio as Senate President amid 3.7 trillion budget pardon scandal sources. What is happening in this present government has not been heard in this nation ever since inception. But as it is, you get one Obigwe song where say that Ezomume nebunimba maname balo. Onye ezi omume wele ọchịchị ụmụ Chukwu aṅụrịa. Onye ezi omume wele ọchịchị ụmụ Chukwu aṅụrịa. Nwa Chineke nọ n'isi oche nzukọ na-aga n'iru. Nwa Chineke nọ n'isi oche nzukọ na-aga were were. Ezi omume na-ebuni mba mana mmehie bụ arụ. Onye ezi omume wele ọchịchị ụmụ Chukwu aṅụrịa. Nwa Chineke nọ n'isi oche nzukọ na-aga n'iru. Nwa Chineke nọ n'isi oche nzukọ na-aga were were. You know, be whether you be Muslim or you be Christian or you be pagan or you be onye ogomo, the matter where we say we say you get good heart where we say you go treat people good as you believe that make the nation day all right. But I see they be make I carry you go for that information. They say northern elders and governors and other stakeholders are pressuring President Bola Tinubu to ensure the removal of Senate President Godswill Akpabio or face their political consequences, Sahara Reporters has learned. Sahara Reporters also gathered that the suspension of Ninji was hitting the political scene, which had started to get to President Tinubu. Top sources in the National Assembly told Sahara Reporters that the heat generated by the budget padding controversy had gone beyond what was anticipated by Senate President Akpabio. The suspension of Senator Ninji is hitting the Nigerian political scene beyond what Akpabio anticipated. The heat is getting to the president. President Tinubu is unhappy about what Akpabio and his group did in National Assembly. Northern governors are pressuring Tinubu to remove Akpabio or face a civil war, a source told Sahara Reporters. Senator Ninji, representing Bauchi Central Senatorial District on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, recently alleged that the 2024 budget had been padded up to the tune of 3.7 trillion. The lawmaker alleged that the Senate leadership padded the budget currently being implemented instead of the one passed by the National Assembly. The allegation generated public outrage, but the lawmaker, however, insisted that 3.7 trillion could not be accounted for in the 2024 budget. He alleged that there were two budgets in circulation and that the one currently being implemented was not the one passed by the National Assembly. Ninji, in a BBC Hausa service interview, alleged that President Tinubu's government was executing a budget significantly higher than what was passed by the National Assembly. He insisted that the 25 trillion budget was debated and passed, not the 28.7 trillion that was being implemented. However, the presidency, through a statement issued by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, had described Senator Nengi's claims as false. Onanuga insisted that President Tinubu never presented a budget of 25 trillion on November 29, 2023, but a budget of 27.5 trillion to the joint section of the National Assembly made up of 9.92 trillion recurrent expenditure, debt service 8.25 trillion, and capital expenditure 8.7 trillion. Sahara reporters have reported that the lawmaker representing Cross River North Senatorial District, Senator Agom Jarigbe, revealed that some senior senators received 500 million each from the budget. Senator Jarigbe made the revelation on the floor of the Senate last Tuesday amid controversy following budget padding allegation made by Senator Nengi. Many Nigerians have slammed the leadership of Senate President Godswill Akpabio for the alleged fraud. Reporters have reported that following a rowdy session on Tuesday, the Senate suspended Senator Nengi for 3 months over the budget padding allegation. Shortly after Nengi's suspension, President Tinubu met with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Deputy Senate President Jibrin Burau, and some other lawmakers behind closed doors at the State House. Meanwhile, a civic group of Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, have vowed to take legal actions against the Senate over Nengi's suspension. Amid all this, it was learned that Tinubu had issued an ultimatum to Akpabio to reinstate the suspended Senator Nengi. One of the things the North is demanding from Tinubu is to make Akpabio move some of the 3.7 trillion added to the budget to projects that will benefit the North as a way of balancing a lopsided budget. Tinubu, on his part, has given Akpabio an ultimatum to reinstate Senator Nengi, one of the sources said. Meanwhile, Akpabio is heading to Lagos today with his group of senators to meet with senior editors. The plan is to see the editors and get them to start writing positive stories about the Senate, a source said. It was reported last week that the Nigerian government had approved the sum of 2.5 billion for Akpabio to procure deep freezers, generators, and other items as empowerment project for the people of his constituency. The screenshot of the budget shared by a popular social media critic, Madai Shehu, on X, revealed that the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs inserted 5 different empowerment projects for the people of Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District at a sum of 500 million each. 2.5 billion approved for Akpabio to buy deep freezers for his constituency. Wonders shall never end. Anyway, with Akpabio, anything and everything is possible. Considering his past record, how he emerged as a Senate president without being a candidate in an election. Distinguishing. Madi caption, the screenshot. When I don't see as it happen, now the country where we say they call the country of Nigeria. One man said that that country man, you know. They say na Garden Park as they be get another place where they call Manu. And meanwhile, if you look at what is actually happening in the country, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that na the place you call Manu, you know. When we were in school, lecturer and teacher, get one fella song why I want sing for you before I go tell you what I go tell you now. He say, when we there for school, when we there for house, papa mama be teacher. When we there for house, papa mama be teacher. When we there for school, teacher be teacher. When we go university, lecturer be teacher. Why they sing you that song? Be say when we there for secondary school and university, they're going to teach us say the arms of the government are meant for complement and also for checks and balances. But the matter will be say they sub for the Nigerian arms of government as we they see where president they give ultimatum to the Senate, where Senate they do anything where they want, where the judiciary no get their own rights. The head of the judiciary must be appointed by the president. Why will the president not have all the veto power? Because if I'm in the president's shoe, I will appoint somebody that will not look into my lopsided parts. That's just the game. So I think the amendment of the 1999 Constitution is just a watered down of the Constitution, because as it is, all the powers are allocated to the executive arm of the government and making the executive very powerful that even the legislature and the judiciary cannot compete. If you look at the kind of powers that are allocated to the executive arm of government, this will tell you bluntly that you don't even need a soothsayer to know that the executive and the judiciary can, the legislature and the judiciary arm of government cannot compete. It is impossible, because all the powers are allocated to the presidency. Meanwhile, be that as it may, they say Nigerian police don't invite a prominent Delta monarch, Olu of Warri, for questioning over the buying of some soldiers for that particular side, the village. They get one clash like that. Naim, waiting they call them. The people where we say the boys where they there for the village, and they go kill my people. Another one don't happen. Soludo say that he has never received salary and he is not going to receive salary as Anambra State governor. Also that his wife has no official car. She drives my personal vehicle, says Soludo. Soludo, when we go know all these things where they talk, now when you come out for office, as Peter be come out, can't they give record, nobody hold them. Because if you watch the government where they there waiting with the Yana and audio money, they go for one school, give them 200 million. Go for the other school, give them 500 million. And the question is 200 million, 500 million, 700 million. What are these monies being used for? That's another thing. Now, let's go down to the full detail of the information. This one is coming from Charles Soludo, the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria and currently the governor of Anambra State. He said, I have not received any salary as Anambra State governor. My wife has no official car. She drives my personal vehicle, says Soludo. Oh, Setila. He said that his government has been executing several projects as he promised during his campaign without borrowing, despite that the state is now receiving far lesser allocation than what it used to receive before he took over power. I will still ask the government of Charles Soludo, why is the state receiving lesser allocation than it were before you get into office? Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has said that he has not received any salary nor been paid by the state since he became the governor. Governor Soludo said this on Sunday while speaking at the celebration of the second anniversary of his administration held at the International Convention Center in Awka, the state capital. The governor also said that his wife does not have an official car as the first lady of the state, but rather still drives his personal cars because his government is cutting the cost of governance and executing several projects for the people of the state. He said that his government has been executing several projects as he promised during his campaign without borrowing, despite that the state is now receiving far lesser allocation than what it used to receive before he took over power. The governor said any governor that comes floods you with offers for borrowing and so on and so forth. But we decided for the first 2 years to demonstrate something, capacity to do more with less. And so far, as has been said, for 2 years, despite receiving about 20% in real terms or in dollar terms of what was in the past, we have chosen deliberately not to borrow. I have been asked severally, how do you do without borrowing and with the difficult circumstances? And my answer is that we are doing so because we are executing the most austere measures of government ever. As I speak to you, I am not taking any salary. I am not paid any salary by the Anambra State government. Even the First Lady of Anambra State doesn't have any official car. This one, they come from Chokomacha Sanani Soludo. Soludo say he no dey collect salary for Anambra State at all. I be not true. Okay. Una don hear wetin Soludo dey talk. No be me talk am. But make you no go be onyinye ekwensu. O were aka nninye gị ya. Ya were aka ekpe nara gị ya. Ya were aka nninye gị ego. Ya were aka ekpe nara gị ya. Ya were aka nninye gị nwa. Ya were aka ekpe nara gị ya. Onyinye Chukwu adịghị elekwa nkwa. You know, say politicians know how to treat their populace and their subjects. Because no be today we don't dey see the matters wey be say they happen for the government, wey be say dey for Nigeria. Because the politicians wey be say they dey there, I no know whether their occupation or preoccupation na armed robber. If you be say na armed robber dem be, but no only them go fit explain that one. Because they say money no loss, and still money go stay lost. As they go, I enter for Delta State. They say power drunk Delta Youth Commissioner Wayuwumi slaps purchase media aid during meeting counterpart over visitors forum. Plenty gbasgbos don dey escalate for Delta State this season. I go say Delta State government make una carry mouth chook for that matter, because sometimes ọkwa ndị gọọmenti na-egbu n'ọhịa pụta n'ụzọ jụọ onye gburu. Some of these things wey dey happen, some big hand dey am, but they no go tell you. Some of them wan use am achieve some things. They no go still tell you kwa. If government wan conquer area where oil dey, sometimes they bring katakata there. As they bring the katakata, everybody go disperse. They go conquer, do wetin they want do. Na government dem be, they have everything at their disposal. Even if they waste 10,000 soldiers to achieve what they want, that one they no one know. Meanwhile, now here I go to wind down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.